And the men of Israel, they were speaking to David, said, have you seen this man that is come up? Surely to defy Israel is he come up. And it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and will make his father's house free in Israel. And David spake to the men that stood before him, saying, what shall be done to the man that killeth this Philistine? And taketh away the reproach from Israel? And who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God? I want to speak to you tonight just on a little topic, something that popped into my spirit. We know this story very, very well. If you've been in church for any length of time, you know the story of David and Goliath. That part of David's excerpt. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that should defy the armies of the living God? I know that verse very well. David rose up, here comes Goliath, and David says, who is this uncircumcised Philistine that should defy the armies of the living God? But when I look to the narrative and to the story, that isn't the first thing that David said when he saw Goliath. Rather, David says here, what shall be done to the man that killeth this Philistine, and taketh away the reproach from Israel? Let's go down to verse 27. Let's look a little bit further. And the people answered him after this manner, saying, so shall it be done to the man that killeth him. And Eliab his eldest brother heard when he spake unto the men. And Eliab's anger was kindled against David, and he said, why comest thou hither? And with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the wilderness? I know thy pride and the haughtiness of thy heart, for thou art come down that thou mayest see the battle. And David said, what have I done? What have I now done? Is there not a cause? And he turned from him towards another, and spake after the same manner. And the people answered him again after the former manner. I see David asking a very interesting question here. David asked the question in this verse over and over. Very interesting. I found it so interesting. David asked the question, what is the reward? Yeah, see that in the passage there? David says, what a man get that killed Goliath? And he asked them again. And even after Eliab, his brother, so rudely interrupted him, verse 30 says, and he turned from him towards another, and spake after the same manner. You see, what do I get? The man that does this, what does he get? David was inquiring about the reward. Hello? And I want to discuss with you today the reward. In this narrative, it's so interesting, you know, it almost sounds unholy. David walk up and David say, what am I going to get for killing? Is that what you read in the narrative there? Even before David say anything about uncircumcised Philistine, David said, what shall be given to the man? The man said, yeah, so look back up and see the verse 25. And look at what the reward was in this story. he said, the king, in verse 25, and it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free in Israel. I look up that part that says father's house free. Some translation says tax free. Some says make your family prominent. But all I know is a big up for the man that killed Goliath. There was a reward out. Whosoever killeth this man shall be rewarded with riches, a daughter of the king, and blessing shall be given unto you, unto your family's family, because there was a reward here for righteousness.